I don't think so, Tim.
You need the home improvement music, the tool time music. Yeah.
Welcome into the final edition of the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz. I am your host, Brad Cisak.
And I'm Tim Owens. Brad, it's been a great year, but still plenty of football to be played here in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's right, Tim, and what a second round it was. A ton of great games here in tonight's show.
And Brad, let's go ahead and get tonight's show underway here in Louisiana with the Louisiana highlights. Airline heading down to the New Orleans area, taking on East St. John. Picking up third quarter, East St. John, 3rd and 6. Sean Shelby throws a 31-yard touchdown pass to Rydell Jackson. Airline still clinging to a 3-point lead. At that point, it is 24-21. Moving ahead, 4th quarter, Airline, 3rd and 4. Shelby fumbles in. It's recovered by East St. John's Rajay Johnson. And he's going to return it back to around midfield. 2 plays later, 2nd and 1. Wildcats fumble. Airline's Trey Wilkins is going to take it all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Finally stepped out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. And then on 2nd and goal, it's Rovell Young taking it straight up the middle and in from 7 yards out. 31-21 Airline at that point, and the Vikings back in the quarterfinals. 45-29, big win tonight, Airline Vikings.
The Captain Shreve Gators with a tough one in the second round on the road at West Monroe. And the Rebels on defense here. First off, we're going to get a West Monroe field goal right here to put the Rebels, or to extend the Rebels' lead, and then a little bit later, Rebels are going to turn this into some points. They are going to punch it in here. West Monroe, well, it's going to be an interception first, and then West Monroe is going to turn this into some points in the second half. They take it 38-21.
Here in Shreveport, Loyola playing host to the St. Louis Saints. Picked this one up in the 3rd quarter. The Saints with the lead and on the move again. Jason Shampsey gets the carry. Looks like he was in. They say he was short. St. Louis scored on the very next play to take a 33-14 lead. But back come the Flyers. 4th quarter, Jacob Lafitte finding Trey Taylor for the score. 2-point conversion good. 33-22. Later in the quarter, Lafitte and Taylor connecting again over the middle this time. Yeah, he caught it, even though the referee was in the way. Taylor breaks the tackles off to the races. 2-point conversion good again, 33-30. Flyers with a chance to send this one to overtime as the clock expires. But Matt Mansour's kick is wide left. Loyola's season comes to an end. 33-30, the final.
Across town, Calvary looking to continue their playoff run, taking on Ouachita Christian tonight. Opening kickoff, Isaiah Brown doing his thing. I just don't get it why people kick the ball off to him, because you know he is going to do this. He takes it all the way back for the touchdown, just like that. Cavaliers taking a 7-0 lead. Later in the first half, going to get some more points here. Cade Hart, screen pass to Joseph Wilson. He is going to turn on the juice and then is gone. Cavaliers in control, up 13 early. Now this season, not only has the Calvary offense been doing well, the defense doing pretty well
Feels
as
like
well.
They score every week.
Only giving up 8 points a game, and it's because of plays like this. Jeremiah Brown snagging the interception, and they are going to turn that turnover into some points. Hart to Kyler Coburn, 20-0 Cavalier lead. Looked like everything was going great there at Barker Stadium, but Ouachita Christian climbs back into it, and they get the big upset win. Calvary shocked at home as they fall 49-47.
Let's go to 2A. Manny at home for the second round, playing host to East Feliciana. That's Shamarian Wiseman with some hard running. Finally picking up the first down, knocked down at about the 19-yard line. Later in the drive, Wiseman's going to punch it in for the touchdown. That made it 17-10, Manny with the lead. Next drive for East Feliciana, connecting. Brad, they are looking deep down the field, and they are connecting deep down the field on the long touchdown pass. That's Caleb Anderson, but Manny, too much tonight. They advance to the quarterfinals once again. Tigers win 24-20.
Let's go down to 1A now. Logansport beginning the playoffs after a bye last week, taking on Montgomery. Second quarter, Casalvian Barnes takes the kickoff all the way back to the house. That makes it 21-6. And things looking good there for Logansport up early. Their mascot loving what they're seeing as well. Check out the little dance we got going here.
It's been a while since Logansport's lost a football game.
Well, you know, they do pretty well there in the playoffs as well. Now here's Montgomery with the deep ball going long, but Logansport's Roderick Horton Jr. coming away with the interception. They're going to turn that turnover into some points here on this drive. Barnes with some tough running, bounces it to the outside, has all kinds of Montgomery defenders trying to bring him down. They're not going to be able to. Eventually, it takes a handful of them to get him down to the ground, but later on in the drive, Jay Scholmeyer, the lefty, finding Patrick Mims for the touchdown right there. Logansport wins this one in front of the home crowd as they take it 42-6, the final score.
Brad, how about the Airline Vikings? 2 years ago, they get down to the quarterfinals. They're back in the quarterfinals again after a tough year last year.
This Viking team is rolling. They have the defense to do it. The offense has come along late in the season, and they're making some noise there in the 5A bracket.
Before the season started, we talked about the Manny Tigers in the 23 and 23 previews, and everybody was a little scared because they played that tough schedule at the beginning of the year. They lost a couple of games. They're back to being the Manny Tigers, aren't they?
Close one here tonight, but they do advance, and this is a team that has made the semifinals each of the last 3 years. They're going to try to punch through that and break through and make it down to the Dome here this season. All right, well, coming up on the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz, we're going to head over to Texas.
Texas High looking for another playoff win, in Carthage making their way down south. Those highlights coming up after the break.
Friday Night Blitz on NBC 6! Friday Night Blitz on NBC 6! Friday